Yeah, I'm gonna edit that part out later. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day, because I sure am. Because being somewhere like here is honestly a blessing. Especially when I think about how when I was younger, I didn't even see this being possible. Like, if my 13-year-old self met me now, it's such a massive shift. Because when you feel lost in the world, when you feel like you can't even just sit in your own thoughts because it's getting that bad, you start to think that you can't achieve anything. But for me, I realized that I had to be that rock for my siblings. I had to be so strong for other people that it ultimately led to me not being able to be there for myself. And when you're not there for you, how do you expect to help others? How do you expect to be a good brother to your siblings if you're not even a good brother to yourself? And that's something that I try to help other people to get to, because not only in the books I write, but in mentoring other people and trying to coach them through their issues, because I've been there. Okay, I've been there. I didn't see some of my lowest lows. I didn't have times when I couldn't figure out what am I going to do with myself. I couldn't figure out what do I want with my life. I couldn't figure out so many things. But when you're able to go into your own silence, be able to sit with yourself and peel back the layers on what do I want? How do I matter? Because when you feel unseen, when you feel like a nobody, all you need is just one person to really get through to you and tell you that you are somebody, that you matter in this world. Because we live in a world that tries to tear us down so much every day. You got the news saying this about you. You got family. A lot of times, our deepest enemies are the people right next to us. Like, you can't get backstabbed by somebody in front of you. It be the ones who they gotta hug you and then they go in their pocket and just stab you up. You don't get taken down by just some random stranger. That's not how it works. Like a perfect example, even though I'm not a really religious person, a perfect example is the crucifixion of Jesus. He did nothing wrong. Not a single thing. He just said, hey, I'm here to help you guys to love yourselves. I'm here to help make you guys' life better. And I done walked on water. I done turned water to wine. I've cured the blind. I've done it all. And guess what they went and did? Nailed him to the cross. Why? Because a lot of times when you're on a mission to help uplift others, there's going to come that resistance. There's going to come those people who are trying to tear you down. They're envious. They're jealous. They're saying, no, you can't do that. That's not meant for you. And I try to help people to get through that, because when you're in that state of feeling like nobody, when you feel just small in this huge world and you want to hide yourself, you don't want people to see your greatness, when you don't want people to know what you're capable of, because you don't even know what you're capable of. You don't even think you're capable of anything. I just try to help people get through it, because especially people when, like young men, we really need that. Like a lot of us don't have any support system. And that's why you look on the news and you see so many young men dying, because when you have no support system at the home or in the school, the closest thing you got to family might be a gang. That really might be the closest thing you got. You got what you might consider to be leader of the gang, but to you, that might be the closest thing you got to a father. You know it might not be good for you, but it's only thing you got. So you go where you feel welcomed. And so many times people don't feel welcomed anywhere. Like, I had to learn to get so comfortable in myself after years of just like feeling like you're just fighting against the world, that now I'm able to help others to find that comfort in themselves, to help them to realize that you can be something in this world that wants to make you feel like you're not. And I hope that you guys understand all that, because I'm kind of a little overwhelmed right now, because like I said, being here is it just made me reflect on how far I've come and how far I can help others come in. Like I said, I'm only 18, so really, I'm kind of just getting started. Like I graduated high school 2 months ago.
Wow.
So, who knows? Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Is there any questions or
Yeah.
comments?
I was just about to say that. Any questions or comments on that?
I just got a statement. I want to salute you for being like an older brother, because I had an older brother, and I have an older brother, and that's a big reason why I'm where I'm at.
Thank you.
And so, salute to all the, all the, the older siblings, because they got to show us, and a lot of times, if we don't have that, if I ain't, I don't know. I said I either be under this ground or be locked up, straight up. So what you doing, I just want to salute you for that, and I continue to be that example, especially at a young age. And just keep doing your thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of us need
I be staying tuned to the journey, because I know it's gonna be thorough.
Oh, it will be.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Yep.
Hi, Lauren.
Hello.
What are you up to now that you've graduated, and how are you continuing your journey of like mentorship and helping people reaching out? What does it look like for you?
So I recently started this coaching program where people join it on a monthly basis. I help coach them through any kind of mental health they're having, anything like overcoming limiting beliefs, because that was a huge one on my journey. I used to be scared of being successful because it meant that when you get successful, it makes you unrelatable to the people that you grew up around. You start hearing them things like, oh, you done changed up. Oh, you Hollywood now. Oh, you think you too good for us. No, I don't think I'm too good for you. All I think is that I achieved success. You achieved what you achieved. That's it. That's all I think. I just think in the fact, but I used to be afraid of other people's opinion, and I had to learn to overcome that limiting belief to realize that, hey, Lawrence, it's your life. You're the only one getting in your coffin. You're the only one getting in your coffin.
That's good.
So
That's good.
you gotta live your life for you, because imagine it's your last day on earth and you're sitting and you're in your deathbed thinking, wow, I lived my whole life afraid of what other people thought of me. I'm 95 years old, and what have I done for me?
Yeah.
And you gotta sit back and be like, nothing. So now I just realized, like, hey, I just help people to overcome that, as well as any other thing they're going through, like stress. It really depends on what that person tells me. So that's one way I do it. Writing books is another. Just doing what I can to help people. So I'll definitely talk about that more later, because I'm pretty sure you can find other people you might know who can highly benefit from it.
What is your book about?
Okay, so I've read a couple of them. Yeah.
Okay.
My most recent one is on how the world essentially conditions us to not truly think fully. Like a good example of this is the school to prison pipeline. Right around the time when conscious music started dying out, all of a sudden, private prisons show up. And then when private prisons show up, gangster rap shows up. Guess who owns private prisons? Record labels. Guess who made the gangster rap music? Record labels. Guess who also makes Nike? Record labels. So when you learn to, well, the book's also inspired by Dick Gregory. You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's called The Magic Glasses, seeing things as they are, not as they're supposed to be. And the entire message of that book is to help people to realize, to see the world as it truly is, rather than how they're told it's supposed to be. Because when you strip it down to the bare bones, by making everyone against everyone, you create so much fear that people stop thinking. They will do whatever you want them to do. And that's why you have Bloods and Crips killing each other, because you're a different color. It's really that. It's over some beef from generations ago that you just got roped into because you were conditioned to do that. I also have written a book on learning to take back the own power of your mind, your own body, and your own finances. Because if you don't got your mind right, how do you expect to get your body right? How do you expect to get your money right? And if any of these are off, the rest of them become off. So, a little diverse, but I try my best to help people out there.
Yeah, good.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's get around for Mr. Lawrence Harris.